So next on to the Bantam Power Rankings. We had there was a chink in the armor of the unstoppable Cumberland Panthers.
Yes, let's unpack this a little bit.
So Canada Knights, they scored early, they scored often. They were up 15-0 and held a lead into the third quarter. But
now, was it the Eagles or the Knights?
Sorry, it was the Knights.
It was?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so the Knights scored early, they scored often, they held the lead into the second half, but ultimately they fell 41-23. Cumberland they showed their power and came back to win.
You know what, though? But 23 points, you wonder a team. This team has been doing very well. Some very high-profile players on the team. It looks like they're going to coast right into the championship. However, 23 points put on them this weekend. I mean, they're not invincible.
Yep. That was the first points put up against them all season.
So now, how much pressure is put on? What is it? The Lions that they're playing, or no? The Warriors are coming.
The Bel Air Warriors are coming up soon.
So I think that's next Wednesday. The Warriors, who are undefeated as well, who have a very good defense, are playing this Cumberland team, and I think that's a Wednesday night game.
I believe so. I'd have to check the schedule.
Yeah, so that's another one to mark on the schedules. Maybe we'll have to get out and capture that one.
Yeah, and speaking of the Warriors, they took down the Red Blacks this week, 13-6. Trey O'Brien, 2 big touchdowns, and that game came down to the final play. I mean, Rito was down to the Bell 2-yard line, and they gave it off to the fullback, but the Warriors stuffed him.
Yeah. And that's I coach with Joe Papaleo, who runs the defense with Dan Crabtree at the Warriors Bantam team, and they do a phenomenal job. They figure out who's good at what, and they never come in and say this is our system. They look at the players that they have, and then they design a defense around the guys and their skill sets. And I think that's clutch, because they're gonna have their work cut out for them with that Panthers team.
Yep. And there was one mistake I made in the Bantam Power Rankings this weekend. The West Carleton Wolverines, their Bantam team folded. They'll be adjusted for next week. Now, the reason the team folded was players, they went off to their high school team, and at NCAFA we have a one-team rule where you can play NCAFA or you can play high school.